in the game.
A top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Sooners will boot it away to start the game. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart, and he's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. Quarterback extends the play. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, It's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The run from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. And the Wolverines pick up the first down. Man, he had to get rid of that thing. I don't even think he had time to find the laces, but he picks up the first down.
Yeah, that's a great job. You know, 3rd and short, the defense is bringing pressure. He sees the pressure, gets the football out, and gets just enough for the first down.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Looking down the middle. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. Play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Haynes. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
They'll run it from the gun. Find some fresh air. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the 2nd level and getting a hat on a linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
To throw, it's Mateer. Right down the middle. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Quick completion on the out route. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on third down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Going deep, and they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
They're dealing with a second and long. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw again. Snagged in the middle. It's Gibson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
That's a really nice route there by the slot receiver on the slant. He took his time, he set up the DB, put his foot in the ground, crossed his face.
Wants to throw on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, third and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
The Sooners will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. To throw, it's Underwood. Makes the catch, it's Haynes. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. From the gun, Give on the inside. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. You put on that winged helmet, and the one thing you want to do is establish the running game.
No matter who the coach is, no matter who the players are, it's a tradition. It's physicality. That's how they've built this brand at Michigan. And I think no matter who's there, it's going to be how they continue to build on that tradition.
Completing a forward pass was much like solving the Rubik's Cube for Michigan a year ago, but now, Jesse, they have the nation's top recruit in Bryce Underwood, and the key is to develop him.
Yes, because he is the future for Michigan. There is no question about it. And you just saw just 2 seasons ago, when you've got a quarterback who's dynamic, who's highly recruited and developed, a guy like J.J. McCarthy, the sky's the limit for Michigan. You can win national championships. That's the hope for the Wolverines moving forward.
So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Looking downfield on first down. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Underwood. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with third and 4.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more.
Turning it on! They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on 4th. You don't have to worry about that now. Because of the pass completion, it's 1st and goal.
The Wolverines will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. And the Wolverines in the hurry-up. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverines! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Looking for a huge play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
Fires to the middle, and he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete. They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a 3rd down conversion to avoid punt. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Complete to the left. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Off the play fake. Under fire. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in their last game, gets his 1st sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward, but let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires on the move. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The give to the back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Back to pass, it's Underwood. Here's the pressure. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Marsh.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing 1st downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the game.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
And we're not used to seeing this from this offense. This offense usually clips at a really high level on 3rd down. They execute well. Tip your cap to the defense. They won that battle.
They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Man, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
With the catch, it's Burks. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. And the Sooners line up to punt it away.
On to punt it away.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Fires on the move. He makes a catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Wolverines are in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's McCulley. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
That's a first down for the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires downfield. Catch in the middle, it's McCulley. He's down at the 25-yard line, waiting moments of the first half. It is a first down.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Got it in the middle, it's Klein. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
And the Wolverines didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. It's complete to the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
All right, well, the quarterback's showing you he is human after all. Finally throws an incompletion, and not just that, after a couple of completions back-to-back-to-back, almost throws a pick.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The Wolverines will go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He caught it! And the defense makes the stand. Never got close to the goal line, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And some room to work. Breaks into the open. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw, it's Mateer. He fires a bullet to the right. Fires into traffic, it's picked off.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Looking left. It's caught downfield. Big gainer there that'll look good in the the stat column, but not quite enough to put any points on the board before time expires here in the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Michigan 7, Oklahoma 0.
And the Wolverines will kick it off to start the second half. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the returner is stopped. This drive will open from the 15. To the air on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. And down he goes back at the 3.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
The Sooners are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Finds a man in the middle. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit. Yards after the catch, and it pays off on this play.
And especially in these situations in 3rd down when you know the ball's going to come out fast, understanding that, breaking on the football, going, making the tackle, and forcing the... down.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Great place to start for this offense. Takes the handoff. It's Haynes. There he goes. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I'll tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. This time it's complete. Nice gain on that play, but it leaves it a little short of the first down.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's got it, 1st down and more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. The Sooners with the 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Quick completion on the out. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Pulls it in, it's Burks. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. And the Sooners have pushed it inside the 20. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires into the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Well, you're seeing this offense and their aggressiveness early in this game. Opening drive, 3rd down, taking a shot into the end zone. They don't get it. So do you stay aggressive now on 4th down and try to go for it?
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Lets it go to the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Splits the uprights. Good. Now the lead is down to 11. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Texas A&M is putting on a show offensively. Feels like they've been gigging them since the first whistle. They're up by 35 over the Stallions. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Oh, he's got a chance. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's Underwood. Makes the grab. It's Stewart. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the 1st. An array of possibilities here. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the carry on 3rd down. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
Well, we've seen this a couple times on this drive now, but having a lot of success with the quarterback sneak, and there's something going on up front right now, whether it's just the offensive line getting a better push or he's finding the crease to the right side of the center or to the left side. Whatever he's doing, it's working. The defense has not been able to stop him, and they just ride the center and the QB sneaks.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. Wide open downfield. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. On the run, it's Marshall. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll give it to the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, he'll throw it. Under fire. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. He just makes it look so easy. Impressive look.
So impressive. Time and time again, he can buy time, make you look silly, and the defense is just kind of like, wait a minute, you got him? I got him? No? Well, nobody's got him.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Sends it back in motion. To the air, it's Mateer. The throw to the outside is complete. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center under?
A lot of pressure, but obviously the experience, the transfer over. He was the top guy at that spot in the transfer portal. You bring in a new offensive coordinator, new weapons around him, so a revamped new Oklahoma offense. They're hoping they will match their defense, and those wins will go up and up and up.
The Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Good timing on the quick out. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one.
Oklahoma 3.
With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really...
Turning it on! And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. Well, you don't see too many runs inside bust open like that one did. It usually means somebody blew an assignment.
Man, and it's a bad feeling when you got that running back coming to the second level, full head of steam, nobody grabbing a hold of him. That's when he can make you miss, make you look silly. Nice blocking up front to make you look good.
And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Into the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
This defense didn't hang its head. They stood tall after the big play. 3rd and goal coming. Trying to punch it in. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! And the punishment has been extended.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the shotgun, the inside give. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over, like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. But trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like, they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
To the air, it's Mateer. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes.
Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. Breaks into the open. Touchdown Sooners! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch it.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. On the run, fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. First down here for the offense. Using his legs, a tester. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set in the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
So you're saying there's a chance, Reese. I know it's not a big chance, but you got the ball back now. Maybe your offense can get hot. You can create some turnovers, maybe get an onside kick. Who knows? I'm saying there's a chance.
Wants to throw. It's Mateer. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. It's picked off and another empty drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win in David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Back to pass on second down. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. And the Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. DB's right up on the receivers. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
I understand being aggressive. I get that. Play callers in today's era are aggressive as they've ever been. But at the same time, we got to understand, fourth quarter, I got the lead. I've already messed it up once. I might want to try to think about what this guy can really do well and think about maybe milking some of that clock.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. Quarterback making checks. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Finds his target down the middle. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
The quick out. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. Wants to go up top on first down. Moving out of the pocket. On the run deep down the right side. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Looking down the middle. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. And you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
And that is no good. And after the miss, fellas, still sitting on an 18-point lead. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Gives it to the back on the draw. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. With the clock running, this should be the final play.
22, water.
Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Finds his big tight end. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seems